What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Big Show Sports Podcast with Kelston Jones. I'm sorry I had internet trouble, so I had to do a whole another live. So let's talk about the news that went on today in the NFL. The Philadelphia Eagles, Miles Sanders, he will return. Richard Sherman, he's on an arm with the San Francisco 49ers. He went down, so I wonder how that will go with Sherman gone because he's a big part of that defense. And Cortland Sutton for the Denver Broncos, he will be back. So the Broncos hope to have him back Sunday. And Devontae Parker for the Miami Dolphins, he should return also from injury. He missed the season opener. And the San Francisco 49ers signed Mohamed Sanu, which I don't know why. I don't think that was a good pick for them, a good, sign. I think they should have went elsewhere and got another wide receiver. But that's just me because Deebo Samuels, he's still out. So let's talk about Allen Robinson a little bit more, the Chicago Bears star wide receiver. He's unhappy. He's not happy in the position that he's in. He wants to get paid. He's the 15th highest paid receiver. So he's not going to get what the other guys are making, but he doesn't have a quarterback at all to throw him the ball. So we know when these guys come out and say they want to get paid, they're going to get paid. So he has to be patient. He will get paid. And Lane Johnson for the Philadelphia Eagles, the offensive line, he will be back. That will help Mr. Wentz stay on his feet because against the Washington football team, he was running for his life. So hopefully with Lane coming back, it will stop and Carson will be on his feet, but he's not the only piece that they're missing. This offensive line has to get better before they get deeper into the season. So we're going to see where that goes. And Pete Carroll, he wants to run the ball more. Don't do that. Don't do that. Keep the ball in Russell Wilson's hand. Let him continue to lead this team. He is the man. Let him work. If you're going to run the ball, run the ball here and there, but don't run the ball down the defense throat because it's not going to work. Keep the ball in Russell Wilson's hand. Let him and DJ Metcalf have a magical run. And let's see what else. As long as you do that, the Seahawks will be fine. Throw the ball. Let Wilson continue to play great because he is doing an absolute great job right now. He is hot. He's on fire. So just keep it in his hands and let him work. So let's get into the NFL predictions. I know we have a pretty good game coming on Thursday. The Browns, Bengals, not going to be here long. So let's just dig in. I'm going to feed y'all some scores. So let's do the game of the week first, which I think is two games of the week. So my first game of the week will be the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. Let me tell you something. This game is going to be close. It's going to be a good game. Lamar Jackson versus Deshaun Watson. Two great quarterbacks. They're going to get it done. It's going to be an entertaining game. But at the end of the day, the Baltimore Ravens will come on top and win that game 38-24. That's how close that game will be. Reason why the Texans they don't have Hopkins anymore. For some odd reason, Houston got rid of him. Maybe they thought he wasn't what they thought he was. So that wasn't a good trade for them to do. So they're going to struggle a whole lot in Houston until they get that piece. Okay, let's go to Thursday Night Football. The Bengals versus my Browns. The Browns, Odell Beckham wants to leave. Baker Mayfield, he has yet to show his potential. So the Bengals are going to win that game 23-20. Joe Burrow, he's going to show why he was the number one pick. So don't miss out on that game. Joe Burrow is going to be his coming out party again. He will lead his team to victory on Thursday. So let's go down the line. The Colts and the Vikings. This game to me, it could go both ways, but Rivers struggled a lot. I think he's losing some of it. So he's not that guy that I thought he was. But I'm gonna give him that chance and an opportunity to show us what he can do. But the Colts will win 31-21 because I hate to see a player like Phillip Rivers game just drop. So he has to get better to lead his team to the playoffs because I like to see him in the playoffs. But I know he's not going to the Super Bowl, but I like to see him in the playoffs because we don't know how long he has left to play neither. So let's go to the Falcons and Cowboys. This game here, Dallas don't have anything. I can't pick Dallas because what do you have on defense? Matt Ryan is going to carve you up because you don't have nothing. You did have somebody, but you let Byron leave. You have one of the greatest safeties in the game. He wants to play for Dallas. Earl Thomas. Go get Clay Matthews. Y'all need a linebacker. Go get him. He can still play. But Dallas don't want to do anything, so Dallas will lose this game 34-31. The Saints, they're going to run over the Raiders. I hate to say it, but they will. The Raiders cannot compete with the Saints. Yeah, the Saints, they don't have Michael Thomas for 7 weeks. Big deal. Is that a big deal? No. Drew Brees got this. Man, they're going to roll over them 40-21. Mark my words. Big game from Drew Brees. The Pittsburgh Steelers, they're going to beat Denver 23-14. Reason why I'm going to give Denver 14 points because Denver, they're going to get Courtland Sutton back. I hope so. Hope he plays. That's going to take a lot of pressure out of Jerry Jeudy. And they all going to have a good running game in Denver. Denver is not going to take this game sitting down, but it's going to be that score. So Pittsburgh, they're going to win. The steel curtain is back. I'm glad to see it. I'm glad to see Ben Roethlisberger back. He looks good. He looks healthy. But in the next few days, I'm going to have a awards pick of who I think who will win each award, after this football season. The Cardinals and the Washington football team, that game there, it could be a toss-up, but I'm going with Arizona to win that game 21-16. The Kansas City Chiefs, they're going to run over the Chargers. Patrick Mahomes, he's going to have a field day. With that game, I say it might be in the high 40s, but I'm going to pump it down a little bit, 37-30 Chiefs. So I didn't want to give that game too much of a hype because Kansas City gave up a lot of points Thursday. Their defense gave up some points. So that's why I'm going to give the Chargers that 20 points. And the Bears, they're going to beat the Giants 20-14. That's how close that game is going to be, 20-14. Daniel Jones, he's good. He's not great. He's good. We're not going to call him Eli Manning 2.0. I can't do that yet. He's still improving. Saquon Barkley, I don't know where he's at. He has to do better. You're a top 10 running back when healthy. You're healthy now. So where are you? What happened was Pittsburgh shut him down. That's what happened. Green Bay, they're going to beat the Lions. They always play close. But I got Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers 37-10. I don't see the Lions putting up 20 points. If they do, I get on here and I apologize, but I don't see them putting up 20 points. The Buffalo Bills, they're going to run over Miami. Unless Miami makes a quarterback change. You have a quarterback. His name is Tua. Put him in. Ryan Fitzpatrick is not your guy. He showed you that, but y'all still put him in the game anyway. Come on, y'all got to get better. Put this man in the game. Plus, you got Devontae Parker coming back too. You have a good quarterback in Tua. Put him in the game. So I love to see Tua versus Burrow before the end of the season. The Philadelphia Eagles, they're going to beat the Rams because Mr. Wentz, he has his offensive guy back. He doesn't have everybody back, but I can see the Eagles winning this game 31-21 Eagles. So I hope the Eagles can pull that off and win that game, and hopefully they can take that division because I don't want Dallas winning that division at all. So we're gonna be watching that game a little bit close. And I don't know if I'm going over this game. Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. Mark this game down. This game is going to be real close and it's going to be really good. It's going to be – this how close it's going to be, 27-24 Seahawks. Both Cam Newton and Russell Wilson, They're going to have a field day. It's going to be good. So if I were y'all, I would sit back and watch this game. You don't have many games like this where you have superstars versus superstars a lot. But how far can Cam Newton take this team? I think Cam Newton can take this team as far as he allow it to go. He has to continue to play well and let his team continue to follow him. Because so far, I am glad for Cam Newton. I hope Cam Newton can continue this and can stay healthy and stay upright. And you never know, man. The Patriots can probably run the division, but right now in that division, I'm giving it to the Buffalo Bills right now. But when those two teams play, the Bills and the Patriots, that will be one heck of a game. So let's talk about the Western Conference Finals. The Nuggets versus the Lakers. Let me tell you this right here. They both made it to the Western Conference Finals. It's been after a decade. So it's going to be some jitters, on both teams. But Joker and company, they would love to carry their momentum, but overcoming LeBron James would not be an easy task, my friend. Let me tell you something. It won't be as easy, but Denver, they're not going to take it sitting down. Denver is going to fight. Denver is going to show you what they can do. Do I think Denver's going to be tired and fatigued? No. If Denver get their rest and don't do all kinds of crazy stuff, I think Denver can hang with the LA Lakers, but they're going to have to up tempo. They're going to have to keep up with the Lakers because they will run you up and down that court like this all game long. You have to be ready because LeBron James is ready. He is ready. I can give you a prediction, but they came down 3-1 Denver, but this is not the This is the Lakers that they're playing. I don't want to jinx it, but this series will go to 7. It will go to 7. The reason why I say 7 because Denver, they're a very dangerous team when they're back against the wall, and they showed us that. So cannot Denver because the Lakers got LeBron James and Anthony Davis. They can hang. Denver can hang. What makes them so dangerous is they're hungry and they want it. They want it just as much as the Lakers. So will we see some great games? I believe so. But here's my other prediction. Whoever wins this game 1, they might take control of the whole series. Or could it be a sweep? But it's going to be a good game. The Joker, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, and the rest of the Denver Nuggets crew, they got to handle their business. They showed us what they can do. So it's going to be a game 7 in that series. So I hope everyone is having, a great day and everybody is safe out there. I know sports it's not what it used to be. We're not used to, and not having no fans. We're used to seeing fans in the stadiums and whatnot. So it's like I said, y'all just enjoy these games. And if I didn't say it before, I'm gonna say it now. The Big Ten is back October 24th. Let's be ready for that. My dark horse team, I'm going with Penn State because Penn State they're dangerous also. Everybody want to pick Ohio State all the time. You just can't go with Ohio State all the time. Ohio State's good, but I don't think that they're that good. So watch out for Penn State. And the only conference that we're waiting on now is the Pac-12. And to be quite honest with you, I don't think the Pac-12 really wants to play. To me, I believe they're making a lot of excuses. These guys want to play. It's nothing to be scared of. Go ahead and say, yeah, it's time to rock and roll, man. But I don't know what the holdup is with the Pac-12. Everyone else, they're on board. Everybody else ready to rock and roll, man. Besides the Pac-12. But in the Big 12, when I got time, the Big 12, my team to watch out for this young man. He cut up the Oklahoma quarterback. But I want to see him against better competition because that'll let me know that he is the real deal. Because he can fall off at any time. So when you play a big time game, a bigger game, that's when a lot of people they tend to get nervous and they tend to force passes. But what I see from him in the first game, it showed me a lot that he could be mentioned for the Heisman Trophy. I think, the way he played was wonderful. Not to knock Lawrence off. Lawrence is phenomenal. He's going first round draft pick next year. If everything can stay the same, if everything stays getting better, we'll have a great draft with Trevor Lawrence going first. But college football is back. The NFL is back. The NBA is here. So on this note, also, what do y'all think about Sam Cassell? Could he be the next coach of Houston? But Houston done changed so many coaches, and they're still not going anywhere. So would you look at the players? So when it would be time to start blaming the players for the losses? It's like every loss, they blame it on the coach, and the coach is fired. So, I don't think Sam Cassell would want to get in that water, but I know he'll do a good job in Houston because he played for Houston. He knows Houston. So, would that be a good fit for him? Or maybe Milwaukee? Mark Jackson? Nobody really talks about Mark Jackson as much, but Mark Jackson was a decent coach. How about Jason Kidd? But to be honest with you, I wouldn't want to coach Houston because Houston, the Rockets don't want to do anything. James Harden don't want to play defense. He plays defense when he's ready. And you can't get nowhere like that. And it showed. I don't care how many jump back 3-pointers that he makes. You have to get your team over the hump. Because if you don't get them over the hump, then the problem has to be you. It has to be you. We have to have these players held accountable. And now if LeBron James, listen to this, if LeBron James would got bounced out the playoffs, let me tell you this. You wouldn't hear the last of it. They would drag his name through the mud. You will hear about this for the next few months about how horrible LeBron James was. Yeah, we hold LeBron James to a higher standard than most because when he came into the league, even in high school, oh man, LeBron James was phenomenal. He was the chosen one. He showed us what he can do, and he still get ridiculed after every loss that the Lakers had, even in Cleveland. But he brought a bunch of nobodies to the finals. But let's get off this for a minute. Let's talk about Paul Pierce and Dwayne Wade. Now, why would Paul Pierce think he's the better player? No, you're not. No, you're not the better player. Dwayne Wade's way better than you. That's fact. That's nothing that we hitched up and thought of yesterday. That's a real fact. But I want to thank everybody for listening. I'm gonna cut it short. I'm gonna, go take care of some things right now, but I want to thank everybody for listening and comment, like, share it. If there's anything y'all need me to talk about that I'm missing, just leave me a comment or something. But if y'all like the shirts, I can get y'all a shirt. Support would be great. But we just have to support each other, help each other out. But I want to thank everybody for listening to the Big Shaw Sports Podcast with Kelston Jones. Y'all have a great day. Thank you.